In this video, we're exploring essential settings within CapexPlan that enhance your control over financial requests and budget allocation. We'll focus on configuring minimum request amounts and understanding the distinction between top-down and bottom-up budgeting. Let's get started. First, let's examine the Set Minimum Amount Request to field. This feature allows you to define a minimum financial threshold for CapEx requests, tailored to each permitted currency. As you can see here, we have British pounds and US dollars configured. This is designed to prevent requests for amounts below a specific value, ensuring that only substantial, capitalizable expenses are processed. For example, if you set a minimum of 1,500 British pounds, any CapEx request falling below this value will be flagged, and the user will receive an alert. This helps maintain financial discipline and prevents the system from being cluttered with trivial requests. While CapexPlan supports both CAPEX and OPEX, this minimum threshold is most commonly applied to CAPEX. However, you can set it to 0 if no minimum is required. CapexPlan also offers the flexibility to set minimum amounts based on request subcategories. This allows you to differentiate between CapEx and OPEX requests, or other categories such as leaks. For instance, you could set a £1,000 minimum for CapEx and 0 for OPEX, providing granular control over your financial processes. Now, let's shift our focus to budget allocation types. This feature determines how budget amounts are distributed within projects and envelopes, offering two distinct approaches, top-down and bottom-up. To illustrate these methods, let's use a simple Excel example. In a top-down approach, you start by defining the overall budget for a project or envelope. For example, if a project has a budget of 100, you then allocate portions of that budget to individual standalones, such as 20 for one and 80 for another. The sum of these standalones must equal the project's total budget. Similarly, an envelope can contain multiple projects, each with its own allocation. So in our example, we have an envelope of 100, and it contains projects of 80 and 20. The 80 project contains standalones of 40 and 20/40. Conversely, in a bottom-up approach, you begin by defining the budgets for the individual standalones. For instance, if you allocate 20 to one standalone and 110 to another, the total project budget is automatically calculated as 130. This method is ideal when you need to build your budget from the ground up, based on the specific needs of each component. The choice between top-down and bottom-up depends on your organization's budgeting strategy and workflow. CapexPlan provides the flexibility to choose the method that best aligns with your needs. In summary, we've explored how to configure minimum request amounts for various currencies and subcategories, and we've clarified the distinction between top-down and bottom-up budget allocation methods. By mastering these settings, you can enhance financial control and streamline your budget management within CapexPlan. If you have any questions or require assistance, please contact our support team. Thank you for watching, and be sure to check out our other CapexPlan tutorials.